There's a big turn of events for the Oklahoma Sooners. Jackson Arnold's getting benched. Michael Hawkins, the freshman quarterback, steps in as the starter. We covered him a lot this offseason, twice, covering his high school highlights. Oklahoma Sooner fans are searching for news on him and prospect profiles on him. So we're going to re-go over his prospect profile, his high school highlights, so you can get a good look at him. He was one of my favorite under-the-radar prospects last offseason when we were looking at these high school recruits, looking at Michael Hawkins against the Tennessee Volunteers. He was thrown out there, and I want to see him in a game where he has a full week to get ready. On top of that, he's just a freshman. He's just a freshman getting thrown in there. He climbed the depth chart. That says good things. But when we look at Michael Hawkins, we're going to see him against the Auburn Tigers. But before we dig in here today, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We cover these freshmen, these recruits, all offseason long. We cover the transfer portal when it comes to transfer portal time. You do not want to miss out, Oklahoma Sooner fans, because you guys treat me good, so I make sure when news runs hot on these prospects, these young players, I make sure I get the clips out for you. Click that button, stop missing out. But starting off here, looking at his 24/7 Sports player profile page real quick here. He had 17 offers and was a 3-star prospect. But the big indicator here, looking at his profile, as we work through the ad, he was also being recruited by Alabama, Arkansas, some major Power 5 programs. The SEC really wanted him. Going down here, played in the Elite 11 finals. His father played for Oklahoma as well. He played cornerback, so we got Oklahoma in the bloodline. That is where he wanted to be at. That is where his family played some ball. His brother's in the 2025 class, so we got some good bloodlines here. And again, we're enrolled with the Oklahoma Sooners. Memphis tried to get at him. We are very productive in 2023. 2,700 yards passing, almost 1,000 yards rushing, so we're able to get it on the ground. And you'll see that when we go look at the highlights. And then looking over here, Jackson Arnold benched for Michael Hawkins. And that is huge news. A freshman quarterback in the SEC. One, climbing the depth chart to get this right. But also, you got Jackson Arnold, former 5-star prospect, getting benched right now. This has long-term ramifications. Michael Hawkins, though, has some things in his game where you should be excited. But the one thing about it, we're a freshman. Let's see what he can do here in the SEC. But let's take a look at the tape. Let's see what Michael Hawkins is about. We have about 5 minutes of clips here, but he's fun to watch. Watch him go. Look at the speed there. We can take it off, and we can go. And that might be the big mover for him right now, considering we're in the SEC, pressure's getting at the quarterback. His ability to scramble, his ability to house it too, because dude's got wheels. This is my 3rd time covering these clips with you guys. Watch him go, keeping his eyes downfield, Now we're moving. We're shaking and baking. He does a good job at reading the defense's leverages of his opponents when he's in the open field, and he goes. There he is, creating separation, and we're rolling. We are rolling. We're going to house this one too. And you're saying, hey, this is the high school level. I can't see much here. You're seeing speed. You're seeing him take off with it. He's got some thickness for the high school game. You saw it on Saturday where he looked like a freshman. But we got a week to prepare. And if you hit early, you got yourselves a prospect. 3-star recruit moving up the ranks on this team. Is it the right decision? You let me know in the comments. But here we go. He glides, and this might be the thing that allows him to really compete in the SEC or do something as a freshman, is his mobility to keep the play alive. And you'll see later when we watch him throw the rock. On top of this, you're also going to see some good stuff too. He's got a lot of good intangibles. This is one of them. He's got speed to burn. He can roll. This is not all he can do either, but he's got good feet. He's got good balance. Look at him roll. Stepping back. He's going to need it. He's going to need it. The SEC's rolling on Oklahoma. They're getting to the quarterbacks here. Can we take a step forward? Remember, he's just a freshman. He's just a freshman in this moment right now. Now we're going to see the touch throws. You're going to see some good ones out of him. Watch him. Eyes downfield scanning. Stepping up in the pocket downfield. Right there to his wide receiver. Stepping back. Eyes downfield. We're kind of locked in there. Downfield. Right there. Where he can catch it in stride. Here's another one. He knows this guy's got beat. Boom. Downfield. He's got an arm on him, and he's got some touchdown field. Right there. Pretty ball downfield. Can we do this at Oklahoma? I would put him up there with some of the 4 stars. I think being rated as a 3-star, I think he was underrated. Comparing him to a lot of the 4-star quarterbacks we looked at, comparing him, he's a 4-star. I got him as a 4-star quarterback. And this isn't me talking in hyperbole. This is my 3rd time watching this with you guys on camera. And the thing of what I like about him, the mobility, we got right there, back corner towards the sideline. We got touch on our throws. Right there. We can put on the money, velocity throws. Another thing is, out of all the prospects in this year's class, I covered the top 200 plus prospects on this channel from the 2024 recruiting class. He's the only one that really organized tape really good. Really detailed player. Right there, stepping up. He can hum it. We have intangibles. We're young, and we're playing against top competition. I don't know how that's going to look, but he can face pressure. He's going to show you that here. And with that mobility, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and his feet, look at the feet go. It keeps his eyes up. Keeps his eyes downfield while working through a trashy pocket. Bam, right there it is. This is why it was one of my favorite underrated prospects. And this was after I went through the top quarterbacks. I saw him down the ranks and went over him. I was like, this guy's underrated. I'm not surprised that he's already getting opportunities. I'm surprised Jackson Arnold's getting benched from what we saw previously, but he hasn't been playing well. But I'm not surprised Michael Hawkins has been able to climb the depth chart at all after what we saw here. This is my third time going over this with you guys. He's got mobility, and the fact that he can keep his eyes downfield and find guys down there. He's going to be able to extend plays. He's got strong arm. He's a very, very fun prospect to watch. He can throw the long ball. He can extend those plays. He can get you yards on the ground. I want to see him be able to go through his reads at the college level in the SEC as a freshman, because I know that's a huge jump. As a true freshman, 3-star, I have him more like 4-star. Watching this and compare him to the other 4-star quarterbacks, he ain't far off. If not, he's better than a lot of them, especially when you look at the intangibles. But this is a guy with a lot of potential. Now you can look at me in the face and say Jackson Arnold had a lot of potential, and all these top prospects got a lot of potential, and that is a true story. And you either pan out or you don't. But I love his intangibles. I think for what Oklahoma's going through right now with the offensive line issues and the SEC play, his mobility to extend the play, keep his eyes downfield, and make plays downfield from what we saw from this and what could potentially happen if he can take that step forward to the college level could be big things. But you have to be patient with him. Do not go over the rails. If he has a bad outing, he is a freshman playing at the SEC level, getting thrown to the fire. Was not expecting this a few months ago. But watching his tape over the summer, talking with you guys over the summer, I told you I liked him a lot. I'm sticking with that. I still like him a lot, even with what we saw against Tennessee. And I think we got a lot of upside here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.